Sports Shooting Stars, we bring the game to you. Greetings and salutations, sports fans. Coming to you live tonight, it's Todd Edwards, along with my broadcast partner, Dew Jones.
He's on fire! Mention about Dover being on a 3-game win streak, and then maybe you know anything about any of the players you want to mention? Well, I know he does, so maybe we can throw in a little bit about that.
I just really like the stuff.
Yeah.
How it will be a good matchup.
He'll give us. We're down to 3 minutes, so.
I'll give you my money. I'll give you my money.
Carter, I know you're our stats guy. Talk to the viewers a little bit about this game tonight with some of the players to keep an eye on between Dover and York Tech.
Yeah, Dover's got plenty of good players. They have some really they have some really good athletes on their team. Bronson Links over here is a good one to look out for. Ian Eiffel is too. They have Thomas Miser, who's a really talented football player.
Yes.
He's gotten some nice Division II looks, and Dover They played really well so far during the last game against Delone, winning that one 52-50.
And they have just one win. We mentioned York Tech comes in with a 3-game win streak. So it's really going to be a battle between a Division II team and a Division III team right here on the hardwood floor with Dover. And we're going to make our way up to the broadcast booth. I understand we're having some technical difficulties, but we'll make our way up to the broadcast booth. Get ready for tip-off with the Edwards, Ash Edwards, Todd Edwards, along with Carter Scappa here right on the hardwood floor. We'll be back momentarily with more Sports Shooting Stars. Yeah, I think that's what he was
Mine on. That's it.
I think that's what he was saying.
Mine? Was it
Yeah,
mine?
I think. Yeah. Let's go up here. Let's try this out. We should take 2 on this.
Yeah, it might have been mine.
It may have, yeah.
Boom shakalaka! He's heating up. He's on fire.
There you have it, sports fans, the playing of our national anthem, and we are moments away from tip-off here from Dover Area High School. Ash Edwards, Todd Edwards, no relation, in case maybe some of the viewers are wondering.
No relation, same last name, but we do kind of look a little bit alike, but we do have one thing in common, and that is we do have a love for sports and especially basketball. I'm intrigued by how this matchup is going to
unfold
go
here tonight. Yeah, no doubt. The starting five for Dover High School: Bronson Link, Nathan Cooper, Ian Eiffel, Sincere Burgos, Johnson Loga. And for York Tech, Jordan Overton, Mari Williams, Carter Robinson, Dakota Wilson, and Ryan Bischoff are your starting five here for both teams. As we mentioned, Spartans come in with a 1-9 record. York Tech Spartans, a 3-6 record. They are on a 3-game winning streak. We'll see if that carries over here in the new year, Ash, as we are moments away from tip-off. Dakota Wilson for York Tech and Johnson Longa, and we are underway. Spartans in their green jerseys with white numbers. Dover in their white jerseys with red numbers. The York Tech Spartans moving right to left on your TV screen. Thank you for tuning in to Sports Shooting Stars tonight, our first broadcast of 2024.
We bring the game to you.
No doubt about it. We hope our viewers had a great holiday season and ready for kind of the second part of YIAA basketball action here,
Absolutely, yeah. And I'm pumped to be here, and it's going to be a lot of action. And Dover's got possession of the ball right now.
Their first possession now. Working the ball around the court. A three-point shot. Nathan Cooper, 6'1" junior, breaks
Very
the
nice
ice
shot.
here for the Dover Eagles.
Keep an eye on him tonight. It's cold outside, but he's heating up.
Another player for Dover to keep an eye on, Thomas Smizer. We mentioned him in the pregame show, a stellar football player for Dover, and now playing for the Dover basketball team. Bronson Link, we mentioned Nathan Cooper, and Ian Eiffel. And a nice put in. Bronson Link, we mentioned his name, and living up to his billing right now in a 5-0 lead for the Dover Eagles.
I have a feeling that might not be the last time that we call his name tonight.
Three-pointer off the rim. And a scramble for the ball. Tech maintains possession. A little floater misses. And a foul called.
Nice drive by Everton. Could not connect.
Yeah, Jordan Overton last year averaged 10 points per game. And he's a leading scorer for this team this year for York Tech.
Yeah, I watched some video on him earlier this year, and he seems to shoot the three ball pretty well also.
And a turnover. York Tech with the ball. Bounces out of bounds. Last touch by the Dover Eagles. It'll be York Tech's possession. Amari Williams, a senior for York Tech. Overton will throw the ball in. Three-point shot made by Ryan Bischoff.
Very nice.
Yeah, just to add in there, Ty, Ryan Bischoff was also their MVP of their Christmas tournament they had for York Tech. So he's coming out to a hot start already with that big three-pointer.
And York Tech won their holiday tournament. A lot of holiday tournaments for that man. Nice move. Ian Eiffel with two.
Ian Eiffel also has a little brother that plays on the JV team, Will Eiffel. So it's a family affair when it comes to the Dover Eagles.
Working the ball around the Tech Spartans.
You see Overton there, number 0. They're pretty much their leading scorer.
Plenty of shooting opportunities here, Ash, for York Tech, just not falling in.
Absolutely. Throwing up a lot of threes, but they seem to be getting a lot of offensive rebounds so far, which could be productive down the stretch.
Just over 5 minutes remaining in the first half. Dover 7, York Tech 3. You're watching Sports Shooting Stars. Dew Jones, Ash Edwards, Todd Edwards, Belinda Morales working the camera tonight. We thank you for tuning in to our first broadcast of 2024. And a turnover. There's Dover on the run. And the easy Sincere Burgos now with a bucket. And a lot, 4 of the 5 starters for Dover getting in on the scoring action early here, Du.
Quickly want to mention Sincere Burgos, a freshman for Dover Eagles, puts up a lot of points, the starting freshman point guard for the Eagles. Expect to see him for the next couple of years here at Dover and possibly breaking that 1,000-point record that they have here.
Well, that's a start, being a freshman and a 4-year starter. Big bucket there. Jordan Overton for 3. You mentioned his name, Ash, earlier. As
Absolutely.
Scorer.
They are definitely not afraid to throw up that 3 ball, that's for sure.
A floater there by Johnson Longo. Misses, but gets fouled on the play. He'll go to the charity stripe. The lone starter for Dover that has not scored a point yet, but he'll have the opportunity here.
Seems like Dover has a deep bench, but possibly we might see every single person with a bucket tonight by the end of the night if they keep sharing the rock.
A 9-6 lead right now for Dover. Johnson Longo makes his first of 2 shots, sophomore, 5'11", sophomore for the Dover Eagles, coached by Dan Overmiller. You may remember him. He was a Dallastown alum from 1997. Been around the coaching area here in YAIAA, and this is his first season at Dover. 2 for 2 from the charity stripe for Johnson.
Timeout, Dover Eagles, 30 seconds.
And a timeout called by the Dover Eagles as they have a lead 11-6 with 4:06 remaining here in the opening quarter of Sports Shooting Stars as we bring the game to you. And probably be a good time to mention our sponsors for tonight's broadcast. And we have a bevy of them, Ash. Your Medicare Solutions, Thornton Automotive of Dover, OSS, BLM Construction and Remodeling, S3 Performance Training, Faith Over Fear, Parma's Pizza of Dallastown, Basil Insurance, Vertical Raise, Integrity First Home Buyers, Gamlet, Blended House, all sponsors of Sports Shooting Stars. And let me take a breath with all the
absolutely. We wouldn't be here without any of them.
Yes.
That's for sure. And it kind of makes you wonder what Dover was discussing there in their timeout, seeing that they're already up 5 points with 4:06 left in the first period. Maybe they're strategizing a new scheme on defense. Does look like they're playing 2-3 zone right now, possibly.
As York Tech brings the ball upward here with just over 4 minutes remaining, opening quarter. And a turnover. Dover now with the ball. The pass. The nice put in. Sincere Burgos, the freshman, with a nice move to the bucket and a 2-point score there.
That was a heck of an assist, too. Very good. Very good hands for Dover.
Jordan Overton with the ball. And another turnover. A 2-on-1 situation. Nice move. Johnson Longa with 4 points. And you mentioned earlier, Ash, kind of the sharing of the rock right now for Dover as they have 15 points versus 6 for York Tech.
Yeah, can't tell you offhand what their assist average is per game, but it seems to be going up so far. They are definitely very good at sharing the rock.
Off the iron rebound by Nathan Cooper. And a foul.
Fouls on the Spartans, number 11, Dakota Wilson, his second.
Dakota Wilson, his second foul.
Yeah, Nathan Cooper seems to be a factor, especially on the boards. Could determine the end scoring at the end of the game.
6'1" junior for the Dover Eagles. Nice pass. Kick out for 3. Drains it. Nathan Cooper. 2 threes. Gives him 6 points. And an 18-6 edge right now, Ash. Dover over York Tech.
Yeah, York Tech has to lock up their defense.
Nice pass down low. That was Dakota Wilson being fouled on the play.
Fouls on the Eagles, number 21, Johnson Longa, his first, team's first.
Didn't make it on his first attempt, but it got his in rebound and adds up after time.
Yeah, has a shot to put some points on the board for his team. And Dakota makes his first of 2 potential shots. Thomas Smizer. He's checking in for the Dover Eagles, as is Landon Seipel for York Tech. Some substitutions taking place here in the opening quarter.
Yep. Ian Afield's taking a break. See how this new scheme works out for Dover.
And a 10-point lead now for Dover, 18-8. Just over 2 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. You're watching Sports Shooting Stars.
We bring the game to you.
Cooper. Hey, Cooper's hot right now with 8 points, leads all scorers, making his presence felt out there, the junior.
Used to seeing him outside of the arc, but he proved to us he can take it inside also.
Thomas Smizer with the rebound. He's bringing the ball up court. Jordan Overton now drives to the bucket.
The hoop in the harm.
Yes.
Very nice drive by Overton.
And the and one. Thomas Smizer fouled on that play.
And that was a classic play, going to the bucket in transition with a point guard, initiated contact, got the contact, and still delivered with the 2-point, sent him to the line to shoot one.
Now after the Spartans, number 20, Derek Sanchez.
And Todd, so far that defense for Dover York in that 3-2 has been very successful so far in the first quarter. They're not doing anything but being in the 3-2 and just waiting for some turnovers. And right now they have a 10-point lead. Sincere Burgos with the ball.
They give to Thomas Smizers. He brings the ball up court for Dover. Dover working the ball around. Nice bucket. Johnson Alonga now with 6 points. 22-10 Dover right now. Starting out the new year rather hot. As you mentioned, it may be chilly outside, but this Dover Eagle team is hot early here in the first quarter. 22-10 with 1:09 remaining.
Back in for the Spartans, number 1, Amari Williams.
Amari Williams checking back in for York Tech as Dakota Wilson will take a seat on the bench. York Tech coached by Doug Fink. Coach Fink in his 5th season here at York Tech. I think right now there's some discussion about the amount of fouls for the teams. And Stripes here discussing it with the scoreboard operators. Yeah, our broadcast partner, Ash mentioned, Jones said this may be one of the quietest gyms we broadcasted a game in tonight, featuring Dover and York Tech.
Yeah, it's extremely quiet. There's cheerleaders here, but can't hear anything from them.
Yeah. A 12-point lead for Dover. They have something to cheer about right now. Baseline shot misses. Rebound by Johnson Alonga as Thomas Smizer brings the ball up court. Nice move to the bucket and the put in. Phillip Ford with his first point.
5'9" senior, very nice drive to the hoop.
14-point lead now, Ash, for the Dover Eagles.
Yeah, it looks we're down to 15 seconds here. York Tech possibly holding it for the last shot. Try to cut this lead down to 12.
Baseline Overton. 6 seconds remain, and a turnover, and a nice put in. Derek Pena Sanchez scores the final bucket of the first quarter, and your score at the end of the first quarter. Dover 24, York Tech 12, and Dover right now doubling up on York Tech after the first quarter, Ash.
Absolutely. A lot of action. Saw some threes, saw some drives down to the hoop, saw some great assists, and right there at the end we saw Alonga with a very nice block on Tech. They got the ball back but could not connect with the last shot of the first quarter.
Yeah, leading scorer for York Tech after the first quarter, Jordan Overton with 5 points. For Dover, Nathan Cooper with 8 points, followed by Johnson Longo with 6 points. It all adds up right now for a Dover lead, 24-12. And you're watching Sports Shooting Stars. We bring the game
to you.
Also, I'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's broadcast, Your Medicare Solutions, Thornton Automotive of Dover, OSS, BLM Construction and Remodeling, S3 Performance Training, Faith Over Fear, Parma's Pizza of Dallastown, Basil Insurance, Vertical Raise, Integrity First Home Buyers, Gamlet, and Blended House, all season-long sponsors with Sports Shooting Stars basketball season as we get things kicked off here in the new year, 2024. Thank you for tuning in tonight, wherever you're watching, more than likely in the comfort of your own home, maybe with your bottled water and popcorn.
Absolutely, a good place to be if you can't make it out here to this beautiful gymnasium.
Yeah, and it really is a nice gymnasium here, Ash.
It is beautiful. I've never been here before, and this is excellent. It really, really, truly is. Yeah, it makes you wonder what York Tech's coach was thinking in the timeout there after the first quarter. What kind of changes they're going to make on defense to stop this Dover offense? They are on fire right now.
Yeah, they've certainly come out guns a-blazing.
Fouls on the Eagles, number 3, Thomas Spicer, his second, team's first.
Thomas Spicer with the foul, his second.
It looks like that might have been a foul on a screen, possibly on Dover.
And now York Tech with the first possession. As they're working the ball around right now, trying to find a right scoring opportunity here. Landon Seipel with a put in. His first bucket.
Beautiful assist on that.
5'8" junior for York Tech. As I mentioned, his first points of the game. 3-point shot made big time by Sincere Burgos.
Shake and bake for the 3. That was beautiful.
Wow. Sincere Burgos now with 7 points. We mentioned Nathan Cooper has 8. Johnson Alonga with 6. Distributing the rock around.
Very good. Very well.
First-year coach Dan Overmiller. 3-point shot off the iron, rebounded by York Tech. Overton goes up. Well, there's Nathan Cooper. Jump ball.
Very, very aggressive rebounding by Dover. Nathan Cooper is making a statement so far.
Yes. He's going to take a seat on the bench right now. Get a breather. 27-14 Dover. 6:44 remaining. York Tech's possession. Overton looking to inbound pass. And a 3-point shot put up off the iron. Landon Seipel. That's Overton. Jordan Overton now with 7 points.
Great rebound and putback by Overton.
That was Phillip Ford driving to the net. Looks like he's fouled on the play.
It seems like he can get to the hoop at will.
Yeah.
And it's hard to stop him, that's for sure.
On the Spartans, number 4, Landon Seipel, his first, team's first.
Landon Seipel with a foul.
Shooting 2.
Phillip Ford, as we mentioned, 5'9" senior for Dover. Already has 2 points, looking to add to his point total. Off the iron, he'll have another opportunity.
Back in for the Spartans, number 3, Carter Robinson.
Carter Robinson checking back in for York Tech as Ryan Bischoff has a seat on the bench. Shot short, rebounded, and Seipel kicks it out. And that kick out drains it.
Amari Williams for 3.
Amari Williams with his first points, a big 3.
Drive to the hoop by Bronson Link.
Hitching back into this game, Ash.
Yeah, they're only down 8.
19.
5:55 left in the second period.
A battle for the ball. York Tech with possession. Overton drives to the net.
York Tech is playing with heart tonight, that's for sure.
Yeah,
second.
It'll be Dover's possession. 5:37 remaining before halftime as Phillip Ford brings the ball up court for the Dover Eagles. And a deep three. Makes it. Nathan Cooper. He hits double digits with that three. 11 points for Nathan Cooper.
3 threes and a 2 so far. He is hot from outside.
And a few rebounds as well.
Absolutely.
We'll get some stats at halftime from our.
He's playing for the player of the game so far for the Dover Eagles.
Dover 30, York Tech 19, under 5 minutes to go before halftime. Maury Williams thought about a three as he drives to the net.
Fouls on the Eagles, number 11, Bronson Link, his first, team second.
Bronson Link, Dover found on that play. Maury Williams now at the charity stripe. He has 3 points. Makes it.
Back in the Spartans, number 13, Ryan Bischoff. For the Eagles, number 21, Johnson Alonga.
Williams will have another opportunity here, Ash.
It's up and it's good, and that gives him 5 points.
5 points. Jordan Overton with 7 points and a 9-point lead for Dover right now, 30-21. Thomas Miser drives to the net. Deep three. Overshot the net on that play. Now Smizer brings the ball up court for Dover. The kick out. Off the iron. Smizer battles for the ball. Tech prevails with the possession.
And Nathan Cooper finally missed the three.
It took a few shots. How
took
about
a few shots for sure.
Just over 4 minutes remaining before halftime as York Tech moves the ball around. Nice bucket. Derek Pena Sanchez, 4 points. A timeout called by the Dover Eagles with 3:52 remaining. Your score, Dover 30, York Tech 23. You're watching Sports Shooting Stars. We bring the game
to you.
And we'll take a brief break here with a commercial.
Thornton Automotive's 6 locations in Manchester, Dover, East York, and Red Lion. Our Customer Appreciation Sales Event is going on now. At Thornton Automotive, we understand you have a lot of choices for your automotive needs, and we invite you to come in and see why we're York County's fastest growing auto group. You want to drive home happy?
Back to action here coming off the timeout called by Dover. Dover's possession.
Sincere Burgos driving to the hoop.
Rolls out of bounds. Last touched by the Dover Eagles. It'll be York Tech's possession. 3:39 remaining.
This will be a great time for Tech to cut into this lead. It's only a 7-point lead right now at 3:39 left in the second period.
As the Tech Spartans working the ball around. The 3-point shot off the iron. Scramble for the ball. Dover with the possession. That was Johnson Alonga fouled on the play as he'll head to the charity stripe. Has 6 points.
Fouls on the Spartans, number 3, Carter Robinson, his first.
Carter Robinson with foul for York Tech.
Johnson Alonga at the line, shooting 2.
Johnson misses his first shot.
They have Johnson Alonga listed at 5'11", but he has some big-time springs. He's a sophomore, but he can get up, man. He has some big-time springs. You can see when he's in transition on the break, he likes to get that contact, likes to go up. towards the rim. We're going to hear his name for the next couple years for Dover, number 21, Johnson Lunga.
And Johnson makes his second shot there, gives him 7 points. 31-23 Dover Eagles over the York Tech Spartans. Amari Williams for 3 off the iron, rebounded. Nice pass. And the put in.
Basket by Derek Pena Sanchez.
Derek Pena Sanchez now with 6 points.
Beautiful passing by the Trojans.
Just a freshman for York Tech. Derek Pena Sanchez. Ian Eiffel with a bucket. Gives Ian 4 points.
Yeah, it looks like on Dover we got some brotherly love here. The Eiffel brothers are both on the floor.
Number 15, Ian Eiffel, who has 4, and then his brother William Eiffel, number 22.
Absolutely.
You see Amari Williams thought about that 3 there.
Absolutely.
And he's going to take it there, pull the trigger, and makes it big time.
From downtown.
Big 3 by Amari Williams gives Amari 8 points.
Brings us down to a 5-point game.
Yes.
With 2:02 left. In
Baseline. The kick out off the iron, rebound by Amari Williams. And a turnover. 1-on-1. Well, there's a foul call there, Ash.
Little too aggressive by Eiffel there. Kind of pushed him out of the way.
Broadcast booth. Ian Eiffel, his first foul. 1:40 to go. 5-point lead for Dover, 33-28. But York Tech with the possession.
Good ball movement by the Trojans here.
Yeah, both teams tonight has been on notice.
Absolutely.
Working the ball around, and a turnover there. Dover now, ball in transition. Nice pass. Foul going to the net, Johnson Longa.
Seems like he's living half of his life at the foul shot tonight.
Fouls on the Spartans, number 3, Carter Robinson, his second, team's 4th.
And we'll send Johnson to the charity stripe. Has 7 points. Timeout called now with 1:13 remaining. York Tech, full timeout. We're going to roll to a commercial here. You're watching Sports Shooting Stars. We bring the game
to you.
Greetings and
back, sports fans. Coming off the timeout, 1:13 remaining before halftime.
Johnson Alonga at the line, shooting 2.
And we'll send Johnson Longa to the charity stripe for 2. And makes his first shot. It's 8 points for Johnson Longa. And a rebound by the Dover Eagles. And that was Ian Eiffel fouled. Now he'll head to the charity stripe for another scoring opportunity for the Dover Eagles.
Seems to have been the Achilles heel for York Tech so far, is getting these rebounds on both ends of the floor, especially on Dover's end. The Dover Eagles seem to be rebounding with the ball very well on the offensive end.
Well, that's their team 5th foul now for York Tech.
Now for the Spartans, number 41, Rodney Hicks.
Rodney Hicks now checking in for York Tech. Freshman for York Tech. Ian Eiffel, as I mentioned, 5 points. Make it 6. And it's 36-28 Dover over York Tech. Just over a minute remaining before halftime.
Seems like these Dover Eagles have been practicing free throws and practiced very well so far this year.
Jump shot made. Nice. Rodney Hicks, his first points.
Freshman just checked in and has a bucket already.
A 6-point lead for Dover.
Up top, Nathan Cooper blocked.
Blocked, but rebounded by the Dover Eagles. Drive to the bucket and a basket. Sincere Burgos.
Scoops and scores.
He hits double digits. That's 10 points for Sincere Burgos. And extends Dover's lead to 8, 38-30, 16.2 seconds remaining. And Ash, it's really anyone's game at this point.
Absolutely. A lot of action, and York Tech has a lot of heart in them. I don't see them giving up anytime soon, especially in the second half.
The freshman drives to the net and the bucket. Nice move. Rodney Hicks with 4 points. 1.7 seconds to go as it was last touched by Dover Eagles Sincere Burgos. Tech with the possession. We'll see what they can dial up here, Ash.
Might have been a great check-in by putting Hicks in there as a freshman. He might be the spark that the Spartans need.
Inbound pass to the freshman. Puts the shot up off the iron. Misses. And we've arrived at halftime here at Dover Area High School with your score. Dover 38. York Tech 32. And a fast-moving first half here, Ash. And,
absolutely. Hicks came in there, not even 3 minutes left to halftime, and scored 2 quick buckets and almost made it a 3 right there before the half.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Leading scorer for Dover, Nathan Cooper, has 11 points, followed by Sincere Burgos with 10 points. York Tech, leading scorer, Imari Williams with 8 points, followed by Jordan Overton, who has 7 points. And it looks like there's a Dover Youth Night here tonight, Ash. They were yelling at us pregame, and they're going to take the court here during the halftime.
That's awesome. Spread the love, man. Nice to see these kids get out here and eventually 4 or 5 years down the road.
Yeah, here on this stage.
We're going to see them on the varsity team, the same as the ones that we're watching tonight.
And want to remind the fans that we'll be back on the air January 9th as we'll be featuring Littlestown and York Catholic in a big matchup, again, taking place January 9th. Sports Shooting Stars, we bring the game to you. You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram and link up to our broadcast schedule for 2024. It's going to be a busy broadcast season here at Sports Shooting Stars, and we thank you, the fans, for tuning in, along with our sponsors, which we have a bevy of sponsors, and it'll be a good time to mention our sponsors tonight. York Medicare Solutions, Thornton Automotive of Dover, OSS, BLM Construction and Remodeling, S3 Performance Training, Faith Over Fear, Parma's Pizza of Dallastown, Basil Insurance, Vertical Raise, Integrity First Home Buyers, Gamlet, and Blended House, all season-long sponsors with Sports Shooting Stars basketball season. And we're going to take a brief break here, run some commercials. We'll be back momentarily. You're watching Sports Shooting Stars. We bring the
Tonight's
game.
game is sponsored by tuning in tonight, sports fans, and also thank you to our sponsors tonight. Sports Shooting Stars, we bring the game to you.
featuring the biggest games in Central Pennsylvania in HD on Comcast Cable TV. What about the biggest?
We're back, sports fans. Todd Edwards, Ash Edwards, joined by Carter Scappa, our stats guy. Carter, do you have some stats? Why don't you go over with the viewers tonight here before we tip things off here in the third quarter?
Yep, Dover's shooting about 57% from three. They're shooting about 66% from two range, and they shot about 60% from the line. And then for Votech, they've got about 21% from three, 53% from the field, and then they've shot about 80% from the free throw line. And for both sides, Dover needs to keep being aggressive, keep attacking the basket. And for Votech, they just have to limit the turnovers. That's what's been hurt. That's gotten Dover's majority of the points so far. That's about all I got.
Okay, appreciate the intel here, Carter, as we are underway. The Carter Report, we'll call it that, yes. And on Sports Shooting Stars. And now York Tech with the possession. They'll be moving left to right on your TV screen here for the second half of the game. And a foul called there.
It looks like Coach Doug Fink for the Spartans decided to keep his freshman Rodney Hicks in, starting the second half.
Yeah, he was hot near the end of the second quarter. And what adjustments, Ash, do you think need to be made here at York Tech?
I don't know. Honestly, I'm thinking a lot more possible man defense here. Put a little bit of pressure, maybe some full court pressure against the Dover Eagles. It seems like their defense has been a little bit lackadaisical so far, and it seems like the Dover Eagles have been taking advantage of that.
Three-point shot in and out of the bucket for Dover. A 4-point lead for the Dover Eagles, 38-34. Big three. Nathan Cooper picking up where he left off in the first half, Ash.
Absolutely. Gives him 14 for the game, and it seems like he's not slowing down anytime soon. His three ball is beautiful.
Yeah,
it is a beautiful shot.
Johnson Alonga foul on the play. York Tech's possession. And a turnover there. The Dover Eagles now with the ball in. Looks like a hold of the jersey there by Ryan Bischoff.
Very good steal by Sincere Burgos, number 20, for the Dover Eagles.
Sincere Burgos with the ball, down low in the post. And a foul called on Johnson Longa.
Johnson Alonga, welcome back to your home. The free throw line tonight.
Charity stripe. Makes his first shot. 9 points unofficially for Johnson Longa. 6:42 remaining here in the third quarter.
Yeah, Longa with that 5'11" height really takes advantage down on the block.
And hits double digits with that free throw. Johnson Longa with 10, Sincere Burgos 10, and of course Nathan Cooper leads all scorers with 14 points. All adds up for a Dover lead, 43-34, with 6:30 remaining in the third quarter.
Hard to find any flaws in this Dover Eagles team so far. What do you think they could improve on throughout the season?
I mean, right now, I mean, they only have one win. So tonight, I mean, it would be important for them to pick up their second win, create some momentum here in 2024. Floater shot misses there by the Spartans.
They're definitely playing with heart of a team that could be undefeated so far. Very Surprised that they only have one win so far this year.
And conversely, York Tech on a 3-game winning streak. They won this past weekend their holiday tournament. Big 3 put up, missed by York Tech.
Very nice rebound by Dakota Wilson, number 11.
Tech working the ball around here. Under 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Deep 3. Overshot the rim. Off the fingertips of Johnson Alonga, York Tech's possession. .551 remaining. Dover 43, York Tech 34. A deep 3 off the iron.
Number 21, Johnson Alonga with the rebound. Yet again, he is a force down low.
Listen at 5'11".
Yeah, Johnson's starting to show his athletic ability on the offensive end and also on the defensive end. He's hard to stop, man. He can get some rebounds, and he also can score on the offensive side. Has a huge upside. I want to keep an eye on Johnson Lunga.
And Sincere Burgos brings the ball up court for the Dover Eagles.
Looks like York Votech is in a 3-2 zone. Daring Dover to shoot some jumpers.
Kick out.
Wide open shot. That's, again, we see Johnson with his hands on the ball on the offensive side, giving the Dover Eagles second chance opportunities. If you're not boxing a guy like him out, man, he can easily have a double-double on you, man. He's a really good player, moves well without the ball. You see him setting the screen there, rolling.
There he is to the bucket. Thomas Smizer down low.
Still exactly what you want from one of your players as far as being on the offensive side, moving without the ball and creating some opportunities.
Yeah, York Tech now in transition.
Fouls on the Eagles, number 20, Sincere Burgos, his first, team third.
5:01 remaining here in the third quarter. York Tech's possession. Ari Williams with the ball.
Fouls on Spartans, number 3, Carter Robinson, his fourth.
Carter Robinson's
Also foul on
fourth.
Eagles, number 20, Sincere Burgos, his second, team's fourth.
Foul called on each team here. 4 fouls already here in the third quarter.
Wow.
For each team.
Adding up the fouls
Yeah.
and not the points so far.
Ooh, and a turnover there. York Tech.
Ryan Bischoff
ball.
with the steal. And the drive and the foul. Seems like these York Tech Spartans just haven't found their stride yet. Just seems like they haven't meshed and gotten exactly what they wanted on offense so far against the Dover Eagles.
Does send Ryan Bischoff to the charity stripe.
Ryan Bischoff at the line, shooting 2.
He has 3 points.
Yeah, this York Votech team, they're a good team, but they look like they lack a little bit of firepower, you know, from all 5 positions. So they have 2 or 3 guys that can do what they need to do. They have some good role players, but overall it looks like they're lacking a little bit of firepower. So they got to buckle down on defense if they want to win certain games, and that's what they need to do in the second half, is play a lot better defense and hopefully get some steals and slow down the Dover Eagles.
Bischoff with 4
Absolutely,
points.
great point, Dew.
Dover 43, York Tech 35. Just over 4.5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. You're watching Sports Shooting Stars.
We bring the game to you.
Shot put up and made. Ian Eiffel with 2. Gives Ian 8 points. Drains it.
Ryan Bischoff for 3.
Bischoff for 3. It was a beautiful shot.
Yeah, 7 points for Ryan Bischoff. Amari Williams to the bucket.
Basket by Amari Williams.
Scoops and scores.
Yes, he gives Amari 10 points. He hits double digits.
We are down to a 5-point game with 3:39 left in the third period.
Timeout, Dover Eagles.
Timeout. Dover Eagles with 3:37 to go. Here in the third quarter, your score Dover 45, York Tech 40. You're watching Sports Shooting Stars. We bring the game
To you.
Wellspan Sports Medicine wishes the Dover Eagle athletes a successful
And I'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's broadcast.
as the official healthcare
Your
sports
Medicare Solutions, Thornton Automotive of Dover, OSS, BLM Construction and Remodeling, S3 Performance Training, Faith Over Fear, Parma's Pizza of Dallastown, Basil Insurance, Vertical Raise, Integrity First Home Buyers, Gamlet, and Blended House, all sponsors of Sports Shooting Stars 20, 23, and 24 basketball season. You can continue to follow Sports Shooting Stars on Facebook and Instagram, and also subscribe to our YouTube page, Sports Shooting Stars.
Now in for the Eagles, number 22, William Highfield.
Also want to mention, Todd, about Basil Insurance. They have a second location now at 300 East Main Street in Dallastown, Pennsylvania. So shout out to Basil Insurance, and they're opening up their second location.
Well, along with their 2210 West Market Street right
Yeah.
here in York, Pennsylvania as well. 2 locations, Basil's Insurance, good friend Greg Basil, another longtime partner of our program here. At Sports
Absolutely. Got to give Dover a lot of credit, too. They're doing a great job of moving the ball around and really breaking up that zone and finding some open guys. And York Tech's playing a very patient game on defense.
Yes.
They're getting their turnovers and their steals, and there's another one.
Oh, there is a turnover by the Dover Eagles. It'll be York Tech's possession.
And that defense from York Tech is starting to step up and create some opportunities for themselves to get back into the game. As you see, Dover set up in the 3-2. Ryan Bischoff, this had a 3 not too long ago. That's a quick foul on Sincere Burgos, number 20.
Fouls on the Eagles, number 20, Sincere Burgos is 3rd.
Sincere Burgos' 3rd foul in the game.
And Todd, how big is it for Dover to walk away with a victory tonight? Being at 1-9,
Huge, 1-9. Yeah.
and you don't want to lose to a team that's in Division II. Division III when you're a Division II team. How big is a win tonight for the Dover Eagles?
Yeah, it's huge for the Dover Eagles to be able to hold on and pick up their second win and hopefully stack the wins here in 2024.
Yeah.
If you're a Dover Eagle fan. As you mentioned, they're in Division II, YIAA.
And Ryan Bischoff knocks down both free throws and bring this to a 3-point game, which has been the closest since the first quarter.
Exactly.
They were down. York Tech was down at one point by 12 points. And right now, the momentum has shifted to the York Tech side.
45-42 Dover.
Both teams playing a zone defense, really daring each team to shoot that jumper or, break the zone. And there it is.
There for the put-in, Phillip Ford with 4 points.
Let's see how York Tech responds to that quick 2 points, puts them up by 5.
Thomas
Great steal.
Smizer with the steal.
In transition.
Swatted away. And again, it's Bischoff with the ball.
Oh, when it goes down pretty hard.
You can hear that from up the broadcast booth here, Ash.
Absolutely. It was a great drive to the hoop by Bischoff.
Fouls on the Eagles, number 15, Ian Highfield, his 2nd.
See if we can go to the charity stripe here and make this a
Brian.
3-point
Brian
game.
Bischoff, with 9 points. Make it 10. 5'9" senior for York Tech. Tech with the rebound.
Jordan Overton, and it's good.
Basket by Jordan Overton.
9 points for Jordan Overton.
He's having a great game so far.
Yeah, and pulls York Tech within 2, 47-45 with under 2 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. And right now, Ash, you would have to say it's anybody's game here.
Absolutely. With all the action we've seen through 3 quarters so far, it really makes you wonder what's going to happen here in the fourth period.
And a turnover there, York Tech in transition. They were saying William Eichel stepped out of bounds. The York Tech's possession.
That was a great dish from Jordan Overton to Amari Williams. Looks like he's in a little bit of pain right now, but let's hope he's okay.
A scramble for the ball.
That Dover defense was scrappy, but a little bit too much that time.
A little too aggressive there on that play, Ash. And it will send
Eagles number 3, Thomas Spicer, his third.
Briar Meek.
Just makes you wonder what kind of confidence the Spartans have gained in this game so far, going up against a Division II team, only being down 1 point now.
1 point, yeah, and it's down by 1. York Tech could tie it here in this free throw, and it's tied, courtesy of Briar Meeks. 2 for 2 from the
tied
charity
game,
stripe.
122 left in the third period.
And a steal by Ryan Bischoff. Nice pass. And the bucket made by
Jordan Overton for 2.
That's 11 points now for Jordan Overton, and a 2-point lead for York Tech.
There is no quitting these Spartans tonight, that's for sure.
You mentioned the Spartans come into this game with a 3-game winning streak. Nice bucket by Ian Eichel. 10 points for Ian Eichel.
Saw that double team and took advantage of that.
Yes.
Took it to the hoop hard.
And tie score right now. Dover 49, York Tech 49. Under a minute remaining here in the third quarter.
Looks like the York
Yeah, Overton
looks like the York Tech Spartans are content with bringing this down to the last shot of the third quarter here.
And maybe the go.
And ironically, you see that the shot clock is sitting above the backboard as well. They're in no rush right now.
It will be Dover's ball as last touched.
I'm a big proponent for having the shot clock at the high school level. And you see the shot clock at the top of the backboard on both sides.
Yes.
They don't use that at all, but, you know, I'm a big-time proponent of having that shot clock in effect. 49-49, 15 seconds to go in the third quarter. Great job from York Road Tech battling back into this game on the road here at Dover Gymnasium. Looking for a big, that's another turnover.
And a turnover now.
He has the opportunity to make it.
Thought that was going in there, but not. And we're going to head into the fourth quarter all knotted up here, Ash. 49-49.
There is no quitting this York Tech Spartans offense, and their defense has actually locked it down too. Seems like Dover isn't shooting quite as good as they did in the first half in that third quarter.
No, and right now it's up to a tie game here at Dover Area High School Gymnasium, and don't go anywhere, sports fan. It should be an entertaining final 8 minutes here, and really, as I mentioned just moments ago, it's really anyone's game here, Ash.
Absolutely.
Between the two schools.
Can
Dover looking for their second win of the season. On the opposite ledger here, York Tech would like to pick up their 4th straight win. And it's all in front of both teams here right now, so we'll see.
Absolutely. Could be a coin flip for either team. Your guess is as good as mine what the ending score is going to be here in Dover.
I want to remind the fans to stay tuned for our post-game show. We'll make our way down on the hardwood floor and talk to the winning player or two, and of course award a player of the game T-shirt, and hopefully maybe talk to the coach as well, the winning coach post-game.
Absolutely. We appreciate all the viewers, and we appreciate the players. We know they are inspired by our broadcast, and they look forward to talking to us at the end of the game. I think it makes them play a little bit harder throughout these games, actually.
The lights are on, the cameras are on. It's time for the players to shine, Ash, and they're certainly doing this tonight.
Stardom in Dover, PA tonight.
Yeah, for our first game of the 2024 season.
We haven't been let down so far, Todd. This is awesome.
Yeah, tied up here, 49-49.
Jordan Overton looking to inbound the ball.
A three-point shot made.
Ryan Bischoff for 3.
With 13 points. And Bishop's on fire here in the second half.
He is on fire. He is shooting that rock.
York Tech 52, Dover 49. Nice pass and just falls short. And the put in. Eiffel with 2 gives Ian 12 points.
Beautiful dish to Eiffel. Didn't get it the first time, but got the rebound and put it back.
York Tech 52, Dover 51. Timeout called by York Tech head coach Doug Fink.
30-second timeout.
A 30-second timeout.
Todd, if you're York Tech's coach right now, what are you discussing with your players in this situation?
Well, right now you're up by 1. I mean, you're shooting well, and you got to continue to do that here in the fourth quarter. And maybe put the ball in the hands of one Jordan Overton. And right now Ryan Bischoff is on fire here in the second half. Leads all scorers for York Tech with 13 points.
Wow, very impressive. Seems like Jordan Overton, he can drive that ball to the hoop anytime he wants, and most times he does score.
Number 21, Johnson.
And number 21, Johnson Alonga, checks back in the game for the Dover Eagles.
We're back, sports fans, coming off the timeout. York Tech's possession. Well, Bischoff off the mark there on that three-point attempt.
Phillip Ford bringing the rock up for Dover Eagles. He drives, he scoops, and he misses.
Now York Tech. Three-point shot off the iron.
Rebound by Burgos. Dover Eagles bringing the ball up.
Burgos bringing the ball up for Dover Eagles. Three-point shot. Oh, in and out of the bucket for the Eagles.
I tell you what, I'm really impressed with York Tech in transition. They get the ball. When they have an opportunity, they push the ball all the way to the bucket and look for some contact so they can get to the free throw line. Every point counts, especially in the fourth quarter with a game only a 1-point difference. Every point counts. They're doing a great job of getting that contact because we all know once you get to 5 fouls, now you're shooting 2 shots instead of going one-on-one at the 7th foul.
Down low in the post, blocked.
It's a big-time block from the older Eiffel brother.
Maintains possession. Overton drives to the net.
Tough take. Lunga with the rebound. Outlet. Sincere Burgos takes his time. Misses.
There for the put-in.
And this Johnson Lunga being so effective without the ball in his hands that we spoke about earlier. He's a guy, you have to keep an eye on him all the time.
Yeah, 12 points for Johnson Longa now and a 1-point lead for Dover, 53-52.
Yeah, it's a great point, too. Every time that Alonga's in the game, he is a factor. Doesn't matter if he has the ball or not. Actually, he's been rebounding the ball beast this game.
Bischoff for 3 and drains it.
Puts the Spartans up 2 with 5:39 left.
Points, Ash, for Ryan Bischoff, and a lot of those points have come from beyond the arc, and he's connected.
Yeah, he has. And huge shots.
Wow. Nathan Cooper.
Wow.
17 points for Nathan Cooper. And now Dover with a 1-point lead, 56-51.
Great drive by the Spartans, but better defense by the Eagles, and that fires up this crowd. They are ready to go. Todd, I don't know if you haven't noticed, but it seems like both these defenses have really stepped it up here over the last 2-3 minutes. It seems like their coaches really got into their heads to be a lot more aggressive down the stretch.
Also at number 20, Derek Pena, same tip.
Now, it looks like number 1, Amari Williams, stepped out for York Tech, being tended to by the training staff below us.
And you see Johnson Lunga out the game right now, but he's going to be back in momentarily. He's a huge factor on that Dover side.
Well, I believe he's in foul trouble. He has 4 fouls right now, so Coach Overmiller probably use him wisely here with just under 5 minutes remaining.
Absolutely.
In regulation.
Great time for the York Tech Spartans to take advantage while he's out. Any minute he's not on the floor is a great opportunity for them to take advantage. Burgess throws it for a backcourt violation by the Dover Eagles. Philip Ford really did the best he could to try to keep that ball from touching him.
4:37 remaining. Dover clinging to a 1-point lead, 56-55. Inbound pass. 3-point shot misses.
Great battle down low, and the Dover Eagles come away with it, and they're pushing the ball fast.
Dover now may want to slow things down a little bit here, Ash.
Absolutely. Philip Ford at the top of the key.
Just over 4 minutes remaining in regulation. Dover 56, York Tech 55.
Nathan Cooper with the ball. Smizer top of the key over to Ford.
And being patient right now, Dover. No hurry to get the shot off.
And Dover's looking to get the ball in there by the elbow so he can do a kick-out shot to the three-point line. That's been effective so far in this zone. They're getting the ball right there in by the free throw line for another kick-out.
And, of course, Dover bleeding some clock off right now.
Dover holding on to a slim 1-point lead. And that's a foul against Dover. Ryan Bischoff going after the ball, that loose ball.
Yeah.
Not for sure what the stripes are saying yet. They're discussing it now.
Nathan Cooper.
And there's been a lot of turnovers for Dover in the second half. Got to give a lot of credit to York Votech as well. It's benefiting from those turnovers, but it has been a lot of uncharacteristic turnovers for Dover that has allowed York Votech to get back into the game.
Yeah, and right now Dover just up by 1, 56-55.
Absolutely, dude. That's a great point. Sometimes the aggression can get the best of you and can give some momentum to the other team, and it seems to be the case here with the Spartans taking advantage of that situation.
I want to remind the fans to tune in to Sports Shooting Stars. Our next broadcast will take place on January 9th as Littlestown will face off against York Catholic in YIAA boys basketball action. Again, taking place on January 9th. You can follow Sports Shooting Stars on Facebook and Instagram for all the latest updates as we bring the game
to you. With 3:18 left here, the home team, Dover Eagles, are only up 1 point.
And it's really in the second half, Ash, it's been back and forth by both teams. First half was really kind of won by Dover, but in this second half, it's been back and forth. It's been a great contest between Dover and York Tech.
We discussed at the end of the third period who was going to take over, and it seems like both teams are neck and neck right now. Nobody has an advantage.
And a scramble for the ball.
Calls on the Spartans, number 3, Carter Robinson, his 5th, team 2nd.
Carter Robinson, his 5th foul. He'll take a seat on the bench. His night is completed.
Thank you for the spike to number 1, Amari Williams. For the Eagles, number 21, Johnson Alonga.
As it'll be Dover's possession here. 3:03 remaining.
And Johnson Alonga checks back in, number 21 for the Dover Eagles. And as we spoke about before, anytime he's on the floor, he is a force.
Yeah, has 12 points tonight.
Feels like he has about 12 rebounds also.
Yeah. Nice. Banks it in. Sincere Burgos with 12 points as well.
Very beautiful bank shot off the glass.
And a 3-point lead for the Dover Eagles. As Thomas Smizer brings the ball up court for Dover. A losing possession of the ball there, Dover Eagles. It'll be York Tech's possession. 2:18 remaining, and a 3-point lead by Dover, 58-55.
Yeah, Todd, and quiet as kept. Sincere Burgos, number 20 for Dover, has had 4 rebounds in the second half, big-time rebounds. He's only listed about 5'6", but he has some big-time rebounds so far in this game, and he's getting busy on the offense and defensive side. Watch him get a couple more before this game is over. He's locked and loaded right now. He's doing everything he has to do to keep his team into the game.
It looks like Jordan Overton stepped out of bounds. It'll be Dover's possession. 2:02 remaining.
Timeout, York Tech.
Timeout called by York Tech. We'll shoot to our sponsors real quick.
Tonight's game is sponsored by
To you.
Thank you for tuning in tonight to Sports Shooting Stars. Okay, we're back, sports fans. Dover's possession as Thomas Smizer brings the ball up court for Dover Eagles. Behind the back, the kick out.
That has to be the game plan for Dover, to try to get an open shot. Don't rush anything.
Fill it forward with the ball.
And right there,
for it.
Yerfo Tech, so it's close to a travel. And that's a heads-up play from Sincere Burgos.
Yes. Dover maintains possession.
With about 94 seconds left in the game, that has to be the game plan for Dover, to pretty much, stall a little bit, work the ball around the perimeter. Only shoot when you're wide open, real high percentage shot. You know that Yerfo Tech is going to get desperate and start fouling here soon.
Burgos with the drive to the hoop and knocked out of bounds. Stays with the Eagles.
Yeah, the Eagles.
Now into the Spartans, number 41, Rodney Hicks.
Yeah, as we get closer to the end of the game here, who do you think it might be the possible players of the game here, Todd?
Yeah, and we remind our fans, big put in there by Johnson along to go to our YouTube chat and maybe give some recommendations as to who you feel may be the player of the game.
Absolutely. We would love to hear your in-feed. Curious to see how many Johnson Alonga fans there are in this game for player of the game.
And Johnson Alonga, 14 points. And a 5-point lead now for the Dover Eagles.
And a backcourt violation on the Dover Eagles.
It's the second one we've seen here in the fourth quarter, Ash.
Number 11, Dakota Wilson.
Yeah, they've had some good assists throughout this game, but these backcourt violations have definitely been hurting them for sure.
And Yorkville Tech has to look at it like this. They have 52 seconds. It's only a 2-possession game. They're still right into the game. Get a good score, play some good defense, and we'll see what happens next. And right there, as I say that, Dover did a great job of creating a turnover and getting the ball back.
Yeah, steps out of bounds. Dover possession now with 51.5 seconds remaining.
Back into the Spartans, number 41, Rodney Hicks.
See Rodney Hicks, the freshman, checking back into the game. That's 4 points for York Tech. As Dakota Wilson takes a seat on the bench.
We'll see how aggressive the Spartans defense gets here. Under 47 seconds left. 5-point game. Foul number 13 of the Spartans.
Yeah, that would be Ryan Bischoff with the foul.
Fouls on the Spartans, number 13, Ryan Bischoff, his second, Dover's third.
Interesting, based off the Carter report, Dover has not shot a free throw here in the second half. But nevertheless, Dover still up by 5, 60-55 with 43.8 seconds remaining in regulation. I want to remind the fans that are tuned in, go to our YouTube chat. Presentation will be up next.
And we're back, and just curious who your player of the game is so far here, Todd.
Well, it depends who hangs on here for the win. Nice put in there by Johnson Aloga. 16 points for Johnson Aloga. And he would have to be considered one of the players, or player of the game for Dover. And of course, Nathan Cooper's had some big shots. He has 17 points. It all adds up right now. Dover leading York Tech 62-55 with 27 seconds.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. I'm not sure how many rebounds Alonga has, but I'm pretty sure he is close to a double-double tonight. Yeah. Absolutely.
And if you look at York Tech, if they're able to pull this game out, I mean, Ryan Bischoff, 16 points, followed by Jordan Overton, who has 11 points. Ooh, hard foul there on Johnson Alonga. He may be feeling that. He had a hand to the face there.
Also, the Spartans, number 13, Ryan Bischoff, his third, team's fifth.
Seems like going down the stretch throughout the rest of this season, Alonga might be one of those players that's almost impossible to guard. And if you do guard him, he does seem to get to the free throw line at least 10 times a game.
Dover's first attempt at the free throw line here in the second half.
Very surprising.
And Johnson Longa drains it.
Puts the Eagles up 8, 24.7 seconds left.
And now Johnson Longa, along with Nathan Cooper, both have 17 points each.
Wow. Very, very, very impressive nights by both players. Second one's in and out.
Nice move by Jordan Overton. Gives Jordan Overton 13 points. Timeout, York Tech, 16.7 seconds remaining. Dover 63, York Tech 57.
And with this 6-point game, this much time left, it's almost desperation time for the Spartans. Got to get a good, quick steal and 3-point field goal here to make this competitive in the closing seconds.
And as we mentioned, Dover comes into this game with a 1-9 record. If they're able to hold on, that'll be their second win of the season. And the first of 2024, York Tech comes in with a 3-game winning streak. But that's being challenged right now, Ash.
Absolutely.
By this Dover Eagle team.
Yeah, you just need to get that 2-game winning streak to end up making it 5. And once you get the momentum on your side, who knows, they could be contenders by the end of the season.
You can't get 10 wins at one time. It's one game at a time if you're Dover. And right now it's all about this game here. And under a minute remaining here in regulation. Dover with the lead, 63-57.
And like I spoke about before, you got to give these York Tech Spartans some credit, being a division behind and playing this great
team.
Absolutely, playing this great of a game against a team like Dover, something to brag about. Sincere Burgos looking to inbound the ball. Gets it into Thomas Smizer, number 3, and he is fouled automatically.
He's fouled rather quickly.
Fouls on Spartans number 0, Jordan Overton, his second.
Jordan Overton foul on that play. We'll send Thomas Smizer to the charity stripe. His first opportunity for some points tonight. Thomas Smizer, you may remember that name. He played football for Dover.
Absolutely. Heard he was quite the star on the football field also.
Sinks his first shot for Thomas Smizer. And these are big shots, Ash, right
Absolutely.
now.
These are huge free throws coming down the stretch here.
And 2 for 2 from the charity stripe for Thomas Smizer. And an 8-point lead now for Dover.
Jordan Overton driving into the hoop. Gets fouled, does not connect on the field goal, but will be going to the free throw line for 2.
Fouls on the Eagles, number 1, Philip Ford, his first, team's fourth.
Philip Ford's fouled on the play. We'll send Jordan Overton charity stripe. Jordan has 13 points. He certainly would like to add to his point total here.
Absolutely.
York Tech. Overton now with 14 points.
It's ironic we were talking about how quiet this stadium was earlier, and that definitely is not the case now, Todd.
Maybe these Dover fans sensing a victory here with 3.5 seconds remaining.
Shot is up, it is off, and rebounded by the Spartans, but out of bounds.
.2 seconds remain. As there's some discussion here with the referee crew.
Looks like the referees are discussing possibly a technical event against Bischoff.
That's what they're saying, yes.
Number 13, Ryan Bischoff.
Unnecessary push in the back by Bischoff. 1.2 left. Not sure it's going to affect them.
And it will send Johnson Alonga.
Johnson Alonga at the line, shooting 2.
Getting set to shoot 2.
Looking to add to his team leading points already so far throughout this game.
Yeah, he's tied with Nathan Cooper at 17. He'll have another opportunity here, Ash.
Absolutely. Halanga, it's up, and it is good.
18 points for Johnson Alonga, 17 points for Nathan Cooper. Ian Eiffel with 12 points, and Sincere Burgos with 12 points. And it all adds up to a Dover victory. Dover 66, York Tech 58. A big win for the Dover Eagles, their second win of the season. Much deserved win.
Absolutely. A lot of hustle, a lot of heart in this Dover Eagles team for sure. like I said before, I feel like the momentum might keep up for them for the rest of the season.
Yeah, big win for Dover, as we mentioned. We're going to make our way down on the hardwood floor, hopefully to talk to one of the players or maybe a few of the players. We'll be back momentarily. Sports Shooting Stars, we bring the game
to you.
Tonight's game is sponsored by you for tuning in tonight, sports fans, and also thank you to our sponsors tonight. Sports Shooting Stars, we bring the game to you. Todd Edwards here on the hardwood floor, joined by Ash Edwards, and we have some players here you're going to want to keep focus on. Number one, Dover with a big win. Wave right up there to the camera. Dover with a big win over York Tech, 66-58. We're joined in the postgame show really by three outstanding players that put it all on the line tonight. Nathan Cooper scored 17 points, Sincere Burgos 12 points, and Johnson Manga with 18 points. Gentlemen, congratulations on the win. We'll start with you, Sincere. Your thoughts on this win tonight, your second win of the year?
It was a great win. I feel like at one point in time we came down, and then we just had a better energy come back up and play as a team, and we did good. So proud of us.
No doubt about it. A big win. You're standing next to you there, Nathan Cooper, 17 points, a few threes. Your thoughts on this win tonight?
It was a great team win. We all came together at the end, pulled the win out, got a few defensive stops, and I'm overall proud of this team for.
Yeah, a big win to start off 2024. Ash, you have another member down there.
Absolutely, I sure do. I got Johnson Alonga here, and you were a very lengthy dude, man, and you were rebounding, and you were all over the court. It seems like there's almost nothing you can't do. What do you guys think of this win, and how much momentum do you think it will give you going towards the middle of the season here?
I mean, I can't say I'm really happy because, like, we should have won by a lot more, to be honest. But at least we came together and pulled it together as a team.
I agree.
No doubt about it. Coming off the holidays, a big win. Where's this team go from here? We'll start with you, Burgess.
I feel like if we keep playing the way we playing and with the same amount of energy, we're gonna keep going. I feel like this year might be our year for Dover to come back.
There you go. And Nathan, your thoughts?
Yeah, it's like he said, I feel like this year, it's the year that we all gonna come together. We all gonna have a good season, and we're gonna pull a couple more wins out.
Okay, and your teammate there on the end, his thoughts here?
Yeah, what are your thoughts
from here?
What do you guys think that you guys improved on even throughout this game compared to a couple games that you guys played earlier in the season?
Yeah, we started like really running our offense, and Coach had us in practice like getting together for like little things to build more team chemistry. And I was working hard at practice, so.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. Our broadcast partner, Dew Jones, come on in up here. I know these guys want to go on their way. It's a school night. They're back from holiday break. And Dew, any final thoughts?
Hey, you guys did a great job out here, man. Like I said, it was a big three tonight. Johnny did a great job of just being everywhere on the court, man. He did a great job knocking down some big threes. And Sincere, you did a great job of running the point. And we also highlighted how you had some crucial rebounds towards the end in the second half. I think that was very important. You give you a chance, your team a second chance opportunities to stay in the game. And, it was a lot of votes tonight, man, for Johnny and also you, Sincere. But we're going to give it to Sincere as player of the game. All three of you guys are player of the game. But he's going to get the shirt tonight. Like I said, for our live chat, our live YouTube
Postgame
live
show,
chat.
Yes.
They voted you, man. So you're going to give a shout out right there.
Anything you'd like to say to your fans?
Thank you. A lot more coming.
And we're going to get a post-game picture here. Oh, yep. There we go. Congratulations, Dover Eagles with the big win, Dew.
Hey, guys, you want to say hi to anybody or, any farewells for you head up out of here?
Thank you, Coach Gus. Shout out to the Bones family.
Coach Gus.
And Burgos.
That's right.
I just shout out to my family, to my teammates, especially the SRO here. It's helped me through a lot.
All right, congratulations, guys.
Congratulations, Dover Eagles with a big win. Great night. Celebrate.
Good job, man.
Much deserved, gentlemen. Congratulations. Big win, yep, by the Dover Eagles tonight, Dew.
And we got our guy Carter Scappa here as well, so he's going to give us some stats.
Yeah, Carter
some team
report.
stats that he saw throughout the game.
Carter, take it away.
Yeah, so Dover ended up shooting a little over 60% from the field, and they went 66% from the line. And I thought they definitely did a really good job facing adversity at the end of it because Alonga got in foul trouble at one point.
Yes.
Your Tech stormed back, and they were able to hang on, knock down those free throws at the right time.
And they did, no doubt about it. A big win for Dover. They move, 2 wins on the year, and we'll see where Dover goes from here in Division II YIAA. We're going to take a bit of a break. We'll be back on the air January 9th with Littlestown and York Catholic. Please join us, Sports Shooting Stars. We bring the game to you.
Real quick before we get up out of here, let's go and talk to our guy Gustavo Santiago of Faith Over Fear. We'll give him a quick shout out real quick. He does a lot for the community with Faith Over Fear. I'll let you take over, Tom.
Yeah, talk about it. You're one of our season-long sponsors. Talk to the viewers a little bit about what you bring to the table.
Well, again, for me, it's a huge pleasure to be sponsored for your broadcast. This brings a little bit of trust on these kind of games, and viewers can see a little bit more for those that can show up. And again, Fight Over Fear are going to be ready for this season to get an excellent season. So tryouts are going to be soon, so be ready around.
And where can they get more information?
They're gonna they can reach me in the Fight Over Fear sport page on Facebook. They can reach Dew Jones on his page, or they can call me they can reach me on my Gustavo Santiago Facebook page.
There you go, sports fans. Thanks for joining us, Gustavo.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being a
all
great
the best.
community
Yes,
champion.
amen. And we'll be back with more Sports Shooting Stars on January 9th. For Todd Edwards
and Ashley Edwards,
have yourself
a great night.
Good night.
Sports Shooting Stars. We bring the game to you. Greetings and salutations, sports fans. Coming to you live tonight, it's Todd Edwards along with my broadcast partner, Dew Jones.